In Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Queen Ramonda, Shuri, M'Baku, Okoye, and the Dora Milaje will fight to protect their nation from world powers in the wake of King T'Challa's death. Wakanda's heroes must band together and forge a new path for the kingdom. So stay tuned and don't go away, because one Black Panther 2 star is addressing their MCU future after their surprising death. Plus, Black Panther 2 has the MCU's best ever post-credit scene. First up, which Black Panther 2 star recently addressed their MCU future? We're about to find out. After her shocking death in the sequel, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Angela Bassett addressed her future in the MCU. Bassett returned for the sequel as Queen Ramonda, the ruler of Wakanda, following the sudden death of her son, King T'Challa. Queen Ramonda wrestles with the idea of allowing Wakanda to be more open with the world following T'Challa's promise to share resources. After suffering the wrath of Namor and the underwater kingdom of Talokan, Wakanda is brutally attacked, and Queen Ramonda is killed trying to protect Riri Williams. The Queen's death is particularly devastating for Shuri, as her quest for revenge begins. During a recent interview, Angela Bassett was asked about her death in the film and what it means for her future in the MCU. Bassett explains that she was initially against being killed, but that writer-director Ryan Coogler helped her accept her character's fate and find the silver lining. Bassett reflected on her character's death and said, "I objected. Yeah, I was like, Ryan, what are you doing? Why? You'll rue the day. You will rue the demise of Ramonda. People are going to be so upset." He was like, "Angela, I know, but look, to die is not really to die in this world. It doesn't have to mean that." Next up, how have fans reacted to the death of Angela Bassett's Queen Ramonda? Let's take a look. Many Black Panther fans are still reeling from the real-life death of T'Challa star Chadwick Boseman. Boseman was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016, but he kept his sad secret under wraps. Boseman was 43 years old when he died at his Los Angeles home on August 28, 2020, with his wife and his family by his side. For many Black Panther fans, Queen Ramonda's surprising death in Black Panther Wakanda Forever was a devastating surprise. Queen Ramonda stood at the forefront of Wakandan leadership, and Angela Bassett received widespread critical acclaim for making Ramonda a powerful figure. Remember the scene when Queen Ramonda asserts her power and dominance with the United Nations to highlight the danger of sharing vibranium? Her powerful monologue to Danai Gurira's Okoye about losing her family and refusing to forgive her for letting Shuri go with Talokan? However, director Ryan Coogler and his creative team had to raise the stakes for Black Panther Wakanda Forever in addition to T'Challa's death. So Queen Ramonda's death near the midpoint of the film serves as a reminder to audiences that no one, no matter who you are, was safe in the war between Wakanda and Talokan. Were you one of the fans devastated by Queen Ramonda's shocking death? We'd love your thoughts, so drop some comments below.
My people call me Akukungkan, but my enemies call me Namor.
Up next, does death in the world of Wakanda mean the end within the MCU? Not exactly. A character's death in the world of Wakanda doesn't necessarily mean the end of said character within the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. For example, you may remember that the original Black Panther brought back John Connor as T'Chaka, even though he died in Captain America: Civil War. T'Chaka visits Boseman's T'Challa in the ancestral plane after ingesting heart-shaped herbs, which give him superhuman strength. Audiences were surprised when Shuri went into the ancestral plane near the final act of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, as Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger visited her. This was a reprisal that many fans were hoping to see in favor of Bassett's Queen Ramonda, which almost put her on a destructive path, much like her cousin going into the final fight against Namor. Queen Ramonda returns to visit Shuri during the fight in question and talks her out of killing the Talokan leader. This lays the foundation for Ramonda's future in the MCU following her death in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The sequel film concluded with actor Winston Duke's M'Baku vying for the throne. Some fans suspect that if there is a Black Panther 3, we might see M'Baku ingest the heart-shaped herb and become a secondary Black Panther, who Ramonda will visit in the ancestral plane. Others suspect that Shuri could find another way to communicate with her late mother. Are you hoping there will be a Black Panther 3? If so, what do you think will happen in the film? Stay tuned and don't disappear, because we're bringing you the latest Black Panther news.
Wrong! All of you are wrong! To turn your backs on the rest of the world!
Where is your spear? Shuri gave me this to try.
Next up, does Black Panther Wakanda Forever really have the best ever post-credit scenes? We're about to find out. Fans are calling Black Panther Wakanda Forever's post-credit scene nothing short of brilliant, and many are saying that it is hands down the best post-credit scene ever in the history of the MCU. During the scene in question, Shuri meets a child named Toussaint, Prince T'Challa of Wakanda, son of Nakia, and the late King T'Challa. It's a very poignant moment, and over the years we've seen many post-credit scenes, but Black Panther 2's post-credit scene is easily the best we've seen thus far. Black Panther 2 is is a film about loss, and its post-credits scene is also about loss. For many, this loss has much to do with the real-life death of Chadwick Boseman and his character T'Challa in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. At its core, the film's themes are about processing loss and grief's different forms and stages. The introduction of Prince T'Challa highlights the legacy of T'Challa living on. As you know, Wakandans believe that death is not the end, and that's probably why they're so brave and willing to die to protect their kingdom and the ones they love. The post-credit scene is almost a moment of healing in a movie filled with pain and trauma, and when you watch it, you cannot help but feel a sense of both sadness and joy simultaneously. Do you agree that Black Panther: Wakanda Forever's post-credit scene is the best post-credit scene in the MCU? Share your thoughts.
Put a spear in here! Who brought a spear in here? I like it. Hey.
Up next, how does Black Panther 2's post-credit scene compare to others in the MCU? Let's find out. The best post-credit scenes in the MCU are typically about the future of the film's respective universe. Remember when Fury turned up in Iron Man and Thanos in the Avengers credit scene? Those moments changed not only the MCU, but the next decade of cinema. Or the time that J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man: Far From Home shocked Marvel fans with reveal of Peter Parker's identity, which altered the course of Spider-Man Forever. Many of Marvel's post-credit scenes resemble teasers and trailers. Spider-Man: Far From Home's mid-credit scene factors into the beginning of Spider-Man: No Way Home, and Ant-Man's credit scene was a remake of Captain America: Civil War. No Way Home's second scene was essentially a Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer. On the other hand, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever's post-credit scene shows Shuri's character arc, and it's almost impossible to imagine the movie ending in any other way. In other words, Black Panther 2's after-credit scene serves a greater purpose than all of the other post-credit scenes in the MCU, and that's why it's the best of them all. It was far more than simply a teaser of future things to come.
Where did you get this weapon?
Oh, mercy, King!
Finally, who are some of the possible Black Panther 3 villains that would spice things up in the MCU's Phase 5? One villain we might see is the White Wolf. In the comics, the White Wolf is the secret codename of Hunter, a character who debuted in comics in the late 1990s. Hunter was adopted by King T'Chaka and raised by the Wakandan royal family. However, when T'Challa was born, Hunter grew jealous. Hunter later became the head of Wakanda's secret police force. We might also see Kraven the Hunter in Black Panther 3. Kraven the Hunter is one of Black Panther's deadliest enemies. Born Sergei Kravenov, the Russian hunter sees Spider-Man as his final challenge to prove his status as the world's greatest hunter. In the past, the hunter was hired to capture the King of Wakanda. Given that the rights to Kraven the Hunter are tangled up in the web of Sony's Spider-Man universe, and with a Kraven solo movie on the way, there may be some legalities surrounding Kraven Hunter's introduction to the Black Panther universe. But director Ryan Coogler has already said that he'd love to see Kraven in a Black Panther film. Other villains in Black Panther 3 include Sekhmet, the Lion God, Morlun, the Vampire, and even the strange villain Achebe. We could also see Vlad the Impaler, not to be confused with the historical Romanian conqueror and ruler of Wallachia. Other potential villains we could see in Black Panther 3 include Black Swan, Zenzi, and Tetu. If you're familiar with old-school Black Panther comic book lore, these characters won't be new to you. Which villains would you like to see in Black Panther 3? That's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching.